What is up everybody, welcome back to World of Tanks, where today I am able to bring you Chrysler K Grand Final Special Edition Premium Tank Review episode. Whew, what an intro indeed. Yes guys, we are going to get yet another Tier 8 Premium Tank into this game, but this is going to be kind of a special edition, as we can see from the front. Wargaming.net League. That GF stands for Grand Final. Previously we received M4190 GF, you remember Tier 8 Black Bulldog, as we call it, Black Bulldog, and this time, instead of getting one sticker on the side on this black paint, we get one actual modeled in logo. And I have to say, this looks 10 times better, guys. I really dig it, so keep up your game, Wargaming.net League. But anyways guys, in today's episode I am going to take a little bit deeper look into this tank, and you are going to see some actual gameplay as well, because a few days ago when I made my preview episode about this tank, I said hopefully community contributors are able to test this tank out soon, and yes, here we are. And as I said in my preview episode about this tank, when tank is already in the game, like when we can check out the stats from the comparison tool, stats are not going to change at all because Wargaming already modeled this tank for us. Same goes to the STRV-81, I believe, and they are not going to touch this vehicle anymore. They just have to release one tiny little patch so everyone are able to play with it. But now I believe let's get going. So as always, from today's episode you are going to hear everything you need to know about this tank. I will let you know what is good about this tank, what is bad about this tank, how to play it, how not to play it, and so on. Hopefully everything is going to be in this video. So ladies and gentlemen, let me represent to you upcoming Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank from America, Chrysler K Grand Final Special Edition. Let's get going. So, at first, while you are enjoying some illustrative gameplay action on the background, let's talk about this vehicle, and let's start with stats. With 100% crew. No equipment, no skills, just 100% crew, because I believe every single player who is going to buy Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank should have at least one 100% crew. If you do not have 100% crew at the moment, please do not buy any premium tanks before learn playing the game. We do not need any other old Löwe players into this game anymore, if you know what I mean. I believe older players know what I mean. So let's take a look at the specs, and after that I am going to show you some pretty awesome gameplay action as well. And let's start with firepower. Seems like this gun comes straight from D32, which is standard Tier 8 USA heavy tank. Average damage per shot 320, average penetration 198. Now, I do not have anything bad to say about 320 average damage per shot. It is better than on Patriot or on FCM50T, for example. It is exactly the same with Löwe, so average damage per shot is okay. But average penetration 198mm is complete garbage. If I am going to compare this tank to the nowadays power creeps that Wargaming has released. But maybe I understand why Wargaming did not want to give this tank 220mm of penetration or something like that, because it has pretty nice armor. So to have pretty nice armor with really good penetration would be OP. But we have Objective 6 free in the game. We have Patriot, we have Liberta. So it actually still doesn't make any sense to get under 200mm of penetration. So mark my words guys, you are going to see a lot of premium rounds flying out from Chrysler K's boomstick. And the premium round has 260mm of penetration, which is actually not too bad. 260 is quite respectable penetration, and especially when this tank is a premium tank, people are not going to lose that many credits firing premium rounds. So yes. Let's move on. Rate of fire 6.2 rounds per minute equals a reload time of 9.68 seconds. Turret traverse speed 25.03 degrees per second, gun depression -6 degrees, gun elevation 15 degrees. Gun elevation is pretty, I don't know, on some maps you are actually going to struggle a little bit shooting tanks that are on the higher ground, but gun depression -6 degrees is not actually too bad for back turret tank like this one. Tier 8 VK 4502B. Right. Aiming time, I like it a lot, 1.82 seconds, aiming time is really good. Dispersion at 100 meters, aka accuracy, 0.35, and average damage per shot, average damage per minute, 1983 DPM. So overall firepower, I have to say, is actually pretty good because of this gun handling. I really love the aiming time, 1.80 second aiming time, and with a decent crew equipment you are able to boost it even more, but more about that in a moment. Let's talk about survivability. Hit points 1500, which is really standard. Hull armor 152 in the front, 101 on the sides, and 76 in the rear. Turret armor is really good, 254, 127, and 88 millimeters thick. So the armor of this vehicle, if used correctly, of course, is really good, but you have to use it correctly. Turret, this is what I love. This is what I love about this tank the most. But let's move on. Let's talk about mobility. This tank is 60 tons heavy tank. Engine power, I love it. 1200 horsepower engine. Specific power ratio is 20 horsepower per ton. And you can feel it. You can feel that awesome acceleration. For 60 tons heavy tank, this tank accelerates like a bloody medium tank. And you can feel it. Top speed 35, you are able to achieve that top speed super easily with 20 horsepower per ton specific power, and reverse speed 14, tank traverse speed 33.38 degrees per second. Concealment, this is a heavy tank, so almost no concealment whatsoever, 5.3 of stationary vehicle and 3.19 of moving vehicle. View range, stock view range is 380 meters and signal range is pretty standard. So, ladies and gents, this was Chrysler K GF on paper with 100% crew. So pretty much stock stats. The only super bad thing about this tank at the moment, in my opinion at least, is penetration. But they had to balance this tank somehow. Because I am a huge fan of the mobility, I am a huge fan of the armor, although yes, you can be penetrated even by tier 8s fairly easily, if you are not using this tank correctly, of course. So yeah, not too many bad things to say about this tank. And now let's take a look at the stats, at least at the firepower stats when this tank is fully crewed up with crew skills, fully equipped and so on. So I'm using Brothers in Arms, I'm using situational awareness, recon is at 95% as well, and nothing else. Yep, nothing else. So rate of fire from 6.2 rounds per minute to 7.2 rounds per minute. Reload time 8.34 seconds, so not too bad. Aiming time is even better, guys. 1.74 seconds. This is bloody amazing. 1.74 seconds on a heavy tank that has 320 alpha damage. Accuracy 0.33 and average damage per minute 2303. And let's say I believe a lot of people are going to use case of cola as well on this tank, even though I do not recommend it because engine and fuel tank. I have been put on fire I think 3 times and engine gets knocked out in every single fucking battle, guys. In every single battle. Okay, maybe not in every single battle, but let's say In 60% of the battles, when people penetrate my frontal armor, my engine gets knocked out. Day in, day out, and this is really, really bloody annoying, if I'm completely honest with you. So the engine, I believe I can say, is the weakest part at the moment. Yes, penetration and engine. I'm really glad I started talking about the engine as well. So look out for that, guys. Just try to angle your tank correctly. So Gates of Cola gives it plus 100 damage per minute, 0.32, 1.67 second aiming time. This is like a bloody medium tank, man. Awesome, super awesome, super awesome. But I am not playing this tank with a Case of Cola, so let's move on. Mobility, tank traverse is a little bit better. And view range 418 meters, because I am using vertical stab, I am using large caliber tank on rammer and ventilation. So yes, ladies and gents, oh ouch, Chrysler K GF on Paperino. I said it, what I like about this tank, what I hate about this tank, and I believe now let's see this beast in action. Let's go. And welcome to the secret line. You have already seen some gameplay action on the background, but this battle was pretty damn interesting. I am going to bounce stuff, I am going to deal a lot of damage, and I am going to make a lot of credits. Okay, I'm not going to deal a shit ton of damage, but still quite decent amount. On secret line, tier 9 battle, enemy team has a Conqueror, E75, patch at 25T AP, Waffentrager and D49. So first targets are IS-3 and E75. I try to use as many standard rounds as possible, or when I tested this tank out, I tried to use as many standard rounds as possible, and at the moment I didn't hear any crew notifications, so I had to turn back up, back up. So enemy team has D49 over here, who is running away. IS-3 is still over here, and seems like E75 went away. Looking for some more targets. T-34 should be over there as well. Yep, I was able to see that from the minimap, and I have no idea what the T-34 is doing, guys. What the hell? Where is this guy aiming? And now peeking that corner like a boss, and is not even going to shoot me back. So weird things happening over here. Enemy T-28 prototype killed our T-34, and I see one super awesome opportunity. As you can see from the minimap, enemy team has a lot of tanks over here, and if I am able to use that dead T-34, this could be golden. Because one of my weak spots, especially versus lowest penetration, is most definitely my lower plate. So if I am able to hide my lower plate, I should be super Gucci. Löwe is taking time to aim one shot, and boom, I believe that shot went straight into my gun mantle, straight through my gun mantle, or next to it. I saw where the shell came from, or where the shell did hit while I was zoomed in, so I really didn't have to check that out, because there are no other places that Löwe can penetrate under angle like this. Who was able to pick up the kill? Okay, D54 lightweight was able to pick up that kill from me. And here is the T-34 once again peeking like a boss and not taking any shots. Still not taking any bloody shots. 110. Boom, quick reaction shot into the tracks. I was waiting for this guy to back up actually, so I'm able to hit his tracks, but seems like he took a little bit longer time aiming. And I was still lucky enough to put one snapshot into the tracks, so some damage done to that 110, close to 3000 damage done so far, and I believe it is time to move forward a little bit, but nope. Quick look at the minimap, and I can see that enemy team has patched 25T AP on my right. I really do not want to receive any shots from that patched 25T AP. So maybe let's move forward, but there is E75 and the 110 as well. 110 actually tracked me, no damage received from 110, but Conqueror puts 420 damage into me. Luckily, E75 decided to ignore me. E75 is busy with our D10s, seems like it, and Conqueror is trying to sneak one shot into me, seems like it. Come on, one more step and boom, into the tracks, 315 damage done. And this, guys, should be history, but I make one mistake, and of course, guys, my engine gets damaged. This is what I said in almost in every single game. When I receive at least 2 penetrations into my lower plate, my engine is going to be damaged. This is so damn annoying. I believe it actually can be the most annoying thing about this tank at the moment, at least. But anyways, seems like this game is going to be in the bag. We are winning 12-7, so let's try to deal at least one more shot worth of damage. I am able to see Waffentrager maybe, so I am going to load in HE ammunition automatically. Hopefully I'm able to make it over there in time with my broken engine. That sounds like somebody threw a few bricks into the washing machine. Broken engine sound in this game is just horrendous, guys. It is simply annoying. So 5 seconds until my repair kit is back up. I'm already spamming my repair button and boom, done. Ooh, nice, peace and quiet. I don't know, V8 or V10 engine or V12. I don't know what this tank is using. So moving in fast. I'm able to take one more damaging shot into that Waffentrager. Over 4,000 damage, should be over 100,000 credits profit. And hello, quick shot in, close to 400 damage done, and I was able to cross 3,000 damage marked. And by the way, I didn't see that I bounced 2 APCR rounds from 110 before. So that was Ace Tanker worth of battle, but at the moment Ace Tanker doesn't mean anything because only few people are able to play with it. Confederate, top damage done, top experience, 1 kill. On the enemy side, T28 prototype, good job, D10. Our D10s did what they had to do, and over 100,000 credits profit. This is why we're here, guys. I spent only 16k on ammunition, 5,000 on repairs. So yes, not too bad battle for Chrysler K GF. Quick, fast battle, over 100,000 credits profit. This is why I am here. Wargaming.net League Special Edition Chrysler K GF, a Tier 8 Premium Heavy Tank from America. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this episode was informative, helpful, and maybe it made your decision making a little bit easier. Whether you should get this tank or not. If this is something for you, go for it. If this is not something for you, don't buy it. As simple as it is. Do I recommend this tank? I liked it. It had some good things going on with it. It had some bad things like penetration, engine, and yeah. And one other bad thing, you have to use this tank correctly. There is no other way to put it. Tier 8s are able to penetrate you easily if you are not going to hide your lower plate, your weak spots. So keep that in mind, everybody. I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Take care and bye.